Greetings once again. This is Saito, and you are tuning in to the Impromptu podcast. I'm joined once again with Bram, and two new opponents have entered the ring, Dippykun and MrJaybizl. How you guys doing today in this motherfucking nice, really bad winter?
Pretty dank, man.
I was frozen today.
I was frozen today!
I'm freezing my nuts off.
It's pretty bad outside. I'm okay, but it's pretty bad outside. I hope you're okay, man.
I'm doing alright. I think you all need to just say yourselves, man. The cold never bothered me anyway.
Man,
No, what? No, I'm not okay. I'm not okay. Get this out.
I fell into snow. How do you think I feel? Oh shit! I fell into snow so hard that I fell into snow twice.
Thank you to Dippykun for following.
MrJaybizl, you around? I think he might have audio issues on his side.
Oh, me?
MrJaybizl.
What happened?
Oh, no, you're fine.
Oh, actually, I can't hear him. Give me a moment.
Uh-oh.
Alright. I think this should be
Can
good.
you hear me now?
Absolutely, yeah, I can hear your wonderful voice. It's good to hear you again. What's up? How have you been?
Been good, man.
Not much. The winter is pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yo, I suicide mission to Timmy's just to get myself one.
Look, yeah, I don't blame you. Coffee is good.
French vanilla and Timbits, you'll see me.
Oh my goodness, I love those.
Yo, just don't take the chocolate ones and we'll be Gucci.
Yeah, my favorite not even chocolate, so you're good, buddy. You're good.
Even birthday cake, do not take the birthday.
Yo, give me the salted caramel. That's all I want.
All right.
Choices.
Take all of that. You can have the whole store of that then.
All right.
Yes.
Man, oh man.
So how have you guys been?
Good,
Oh.
dude.
I've been good. Been
Oh,
having
this
horrible
school.
sleepless nights.
That's
Monster
right.
Hunter's been keeping me awake.
Seems like people are enjoying themselves with that game. Yeah,
Dude, 200 hours and I haven't even got to like high rank like at all. Like I'm not even near to the end of the game, but I'm just
yeah, it's a time investment. Yeah,
no,
it's good.
200 hours and I haven't even finished the story even. What is life?
Just school for me, honestly. I managed getting a B on a test I thought I'd fail, so I think I'm actually like a magician now.
Raise the sun.
Wait, Bram with the
Yeah.
B?
Get
The bee meme even follows you into
Located. Bram located.
No.
School.
Yeah, besides just video games. That's it.
Who wants to go first with what they've been playing lately?
Yo, I got you. I've been playing Monster Hunter, you know? Everybody's been playing Monster Hunter.
Yeah, that's a pretty popular answer. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I've also been playing Warframe, you know what I'm saying? That game is...
I need to get back into that.
Really?
It's pretty solid actually.
Yeah.
I haven't jumped
Yeah.
into that thing. Like, I've heard they just did a huge expansion where you can go to like a free roaming planet.
Yeah, it's called Plains of Eidolon.
Oh wow.
I need to back to replay that game. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's I got like 270 hours in it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so
Oh,
That's
a
good
but I've been playing since it came out though. I've been playing since it came out. It's been out for 4 years, and I've been playing since it came out, so it's not actually that much, but
No.
jeez.
4 years? Yeah, that's actually not a lot. To be honest, that's actually not a lot.
like, unless you throwing like so much money in it that like they literally just say.
That's like 11 days.
Yeah,
11 days is 2 years, damn. So.
Well, I mean, 280 hours is like 12 days, basically.
Yeah, it's
12
not that
days
much. Fair amount.
in 4 years. That's the
But
equivalent
spending
of,
like 30 days, get out of here.
And that's like the equivalent of literally watching a movie in like a minute. Like Titanic in 5 minutes. Technically, it would be a minute because we all know what happens in Titanic.
Yeah, everybody knows what happens. Just like those boats.
It's easy to predict as you think about it for a second before booting it
It's
up.
like this boat get messed up. There's this girl and she has like a nice like pair of hooters and like they go swimming and that's about it really.
Well, dude, but she saw wings though.
Yeah. Monster Hunter and Warframe, huh? Damn, I was expecting some good verses in there.
I was playing some BlazBlue.
Hey.
Yeah.
Trying to analyze my matches.
That's good. Number one way to get better.
Yeah, man.
I have been like what Jason's saying. I've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter 200 hours in. I've been playing a lot of Under Night Embers because that came out and I threw up like a lot of people were playing it against me, hunting me down. It was like the worst witch hunt I've ever had in my life. It was the worst. Once I booted that up, everybody on my friends list booted the game up at the same time just to find me in rank.
That's not fun.
Oh my god, that happened in Tekken 2 and I was so scared to even play ranked again.
Damn.
Everyone knew I had Tekken and everyone hopped on Tekken. Oh man, but I've been playing a bit of Tekken, trying to remember a bit of Steve's stuff and Brian's stuff. Been playing multiple things, actually.
So let me get this straight. You play Azrael and Steve and Brian. Like, come on.
Yeah, and then I play
Dippy. Don't do this to me. Please don't.
I told you.
You know I had to do it.
I told you, man. I went too far with this rabbit hole I cannot get out of.
Yeah, where's Gundam Versus on that list?
Yeah, I wish I was a fish, but I don't play it.
I want to play so badly, but like
It's hard, yeah. You gotta
I
find people.
play in the arcades though.
the main thing is a 2v2, and I don't have a partner. You know what I mean?
I'm
I
trying to
want
get
Major
into
turn up.
Yo, the city though, I've been playing that. It's pretty alright.
City
Team games turn me off, man. I don't like that.
I only plotted
Are you
just
taking
to
a name from
just shut up like a certain person on Twitter, so I could play with them. And then I just uninstalled it and deleted the.
You know, it's funny I say that, but I actually really like MMOs, but I don't like team games. I think because like in MMOs, there's like, you're usually with like 20 or so people, so if somebody fucks up, you might be able to carry some dead weight. But in a 2v2, if somebody fucks up, that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but speaking of MMOs, I've been playing Final Fantasy 14. I've been getting back into it, actually.
Oh yeah, that's nice. It's a good game.
Yeah, it is. What have you guys been up to, actually, Bram? What
Myself,
games have you been playing?
a lot of Dragonball FighterZ. To be honest, initially there were some mechanics that I wasn't really too big on. There are some mechanics that I do like actually, and it's a really fun game. I don't think I would take it as competitively as BlazBlue or Guilty Gear, but it's a game I would like to at least get good at because I do enjoy it. It's a lot of fun, and it's a really good Dragon Ball game, and it's a pretty good team game. So it's something I'd like to have like on the side at least, just for the sake of like being competent and playing it. It's a very fun game. I think we can go into more specifics about it later. Now, besides Dragon Ball, I've also been playing, since last time, just messing around in Deus Ex as well, all that sort of stuff.
Praise the sun.
Hey man, Deus Ex is a good game, man, honestly, and like, I really wish this, they didn't mess up a lot of things in the story, but yeah, just trying to get the most out of it that I can. I have like MGS5 waiting for me, but I'm like, I don't feel like playing you again. Yeah. I'm sorry, man. Like,
I can respect that. I can respect that.
like,
Yeah, same.
Gearbot, man, that game, you play it once and you get it over with, for real. It's not a good game. I'm sorry.
It's dope.
It actually is a journey to play through a Metal Gear
It
Solid game.
was dope. It was dope, but like, man, there were so many issues in the game. I don't feel like putting up with it.
Yes, I can see that.
Tell me
But
that when you play
gameplay is
Peace
very
Walker.
nice. Oh no, but the gameplay is nice. Yeah, the gameplay is very nice. To be honest, it's pretty good for a Metal Gear game, of course.
Metal Gear.
You know, beyond that, BlazBlue grind as well. Hey.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Where's that one?
Yeah, I'm still waiting. Oh my god, I'm still waiting to get back into Guilty Gear once the new patch drops on March.
They haven't given a specific date, and before it's on the end of March.
Yo, the Street Fighter 5 tech.
Oh no, well it's March. I don't know what it is, but excuse me, it's like March something, and yeah, those are an interesting bunch of changes regarding the balance of that game. I think that's something we could talk about.
Yeah.
It's really interesting changes. A lot of buffs. I like that. I like seeing more buffs and nerfs, to be honest. It makes the game more fun. It's just, I don't think specific characters should be getting buffed.
Yo, for real though.
I heard that lip tap.
For
I heard
real
you
though.
sing that.
I love you too, Johnny. It's okay. But yeah, overall, just it's really pretty slow bunch of days ever since the last time I was on here. To be honest, just school and Dragon Ball. Not much else going on, really. What about you, Saito?
As for myself, I've been playing, much like you, playing some Dragon Ball FighterZ, not FighterZ, as some strange people are saying lately.
Fighters.
I've been playing some Gundam Versus,
Whoa.
because I got that on sale.
Versus.
Almost exclusively only playing with God Gundam, because I'm a cool person like that.
Dude, this dude has God Gundam and God Gundam as his assist.
Yep.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Funny as fuck,
That's
dude.
broken.
For some reason, that doesn't sound like. I don't know. Maybe that is optimal, man. Who knows? Like,
Yo, that's some optimal Oki setups. You can do some footsie.
Yes, that's the true combo right there.
Yo.
That's the combo that people don't ever realize. You see,
Like, at least put Master Gundam.
Wait, you put
your
your,
assist.
I didn't get Master Gundam, but you get
Oh,
you,
right.
you get God Gundam that's assist. He comes out, and then you have yourself doing the same moves. You see two God fingers coming out. You're like, which one will I try to avoid? And then they both just come at you.
Yo, big brains, galactic brain stuff right there.
They'd be like, yo, did this guy unlock the Bushin Senpu God Shadow into the game, even though it got removed? It's a thing he used to have. He used to have a thing in the older Gundam Versus where he could basically make shadow clones, but not gay, like Naruto.
Wow. Wow, that's a shot in the dark if I ever heard one.
Damn.
Yo, wait a second. MrJaybizl's boy, Hibiki does shadow
what about
clones,
that?
okay? Like,
Yeah, what the
Yeah.
fuck, dog?
so homosexual?
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Alright, you heard it. So wait, so let me get this straight. You play Venom and Hibiki. They're both gay now.
Yeah.
I mean, I play Lucio. He's like the straightest you could fucking get.
We
I don't know.
We don't know.
Damn.
I don't know about that, buddy.
There's like no confirmed lore in that game because the game has no stories. We don't know. He could.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
They didn't make like an animated short for him, so we don't know anything about him.
Yeah, it's true. He just does me.
It makes you feel better. I used to play S, so get wrecked.
Oh yeah, gigantic titty.
Yo, big titty mommy
Wait,
GF uwu.
wait, putting waifu.
But yeah, other things I've been playing only recently because of a random like invite I got. I played Dare Live 5 for like the first time in like freaking over a year.
How was that?
What?
How was that?
I actually, out of 72 people in this tournament that I got invited to, I got 11th place somehow.
Hey, that's pretty good. Good stuff.
That's pretty good.
Hey.
So I went 4-2 in total. I got eliminated by a Neo Tengu because I never played that character in my life. Never ever faced that character before in my life, so I'm like, what does this character do? And one of the guys who was like talking to me, he was like, yo, this character does this stuff. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I see some stuff happening, I'm like, oh wait, what about this thing? I don't know how to deal with this. This character,
Yeah, dude, character matches.
this character can
Big
like
deal.
fly and then do combos while they're like floating and attacking you in the air. And they have like she has like a gust of wind fireball that you can for some reason actually counter with the mid punch hold. I'm like, what is this? Why? Yeah, I didn't know I was playing. I didn't know I was playing Tekken. I'm playing Akira here. I want to go back to Virtua Fighter. I want to play Dare Alive. Second, please.
Oh my god. Oh no.
On a small thing I've been playing, I guess I'm a little more active than Dare Alive, is I played a little bit of Street Fighter, SFB, Street Fighter 5 Arcade Edition. Mostly to unlock stuff, because I finally unlocked the Beautiful Joe alt, which is nice.
Oh, I should go back and do that. I got 3 of the gems. I have to get to today's gem or whatever.
Yeah. What's actually really hilarious to me is for the final one of the 4 fights, they turn up the difficulty on that Rashid like quite a lot compared to the other 3 fights.
Oh no, I hate when they do that shit.
Yeah, so it's like that's how they how they fuck with you and make you like waste your fight money. Because it took me like 2 tries, and both times I was like I almost got him the first time when he beat me, and we're both on like last hit, like whatever. And then the second time it was like super clutch, freaking mashed out on EX Shoryuken chakra and got it.
Damn, dude, I didn't even bother with the golden Shadowloo fucking guy.
Oh, those
Dude,
ones
I
are
didn't bother
easy.
with that.
Those are actually easy. It's basically.
Dude, I didn't even bother with that. I was told that it was super hard in the 3rd try, so I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna bother with this at all.
Nah, it's
like
literally just tick throw him. That's all I did. I just walk up, stand light kick with Sakura, and then tick throw. That's all it was.
Damn.
It's so easy.
Damn.
Even when they do their armored moves, you just do a tick throw and throw them, and I take like a bunch of damage for it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Never knew that.
Though I'm completely avoiding that like there's like a bison one now. It's like a super bison. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna waste my fight money on that one. I learned my lesson from the Shinakuma fight.
Oh, really?
Cool kid. Oh man, he put a good example from just to quit that shit at Kuma fight. Oh man, that was a good dream. Man's like, here's how my experience went. Forward fierce or whatever it was for Abigail, and he just got raging demon.
I don't even want to hear the rest of the sentence. I heard the word Abigail.
That's all you had to know. Abigail.
Vroom, vroom, Abigail punch! Yeah, what a guy. What a guy. Yeah, he's Canadian too, yo.
Yeah.
I think he's from Windsor, if you ask me.
I think he's from Windsor. No way he's not. Like, he seems like...
God.
I don't know, he seems like the perfect Street Fighter 5 character, honestly. Like, why would you play anybody other than Abigail? Like, he is the most Street Fighter 5 character they have ever released. And I think that's why they revealed him in EVO. Like, they knew that Mina was, pretty good, and, like, all the waifu lovers are gonna eat her up, quite literally. But, Abigail, he is, like, the most competitive Street Fighter 5 character I've ever seen in my life. Only second maybe to Balrog. That was previously the most SF5 character ever.
Oh, there's also Lara's pretty SF5 as well.
Oh yeah, but I'm just talking about DLC.
Oh yeah, because you gotta pay for them.
Yeah, that's true. You need to pay if you want. Abigail punch.
Ontario drop.
He's got the Ontario drop, buddy. Yeah, the only thing that's gonna drop is my blood crusher when I see that character on stream.
The only thing that's gonna drop is my heart rate because I'm gonna be going to sleep.
Yo. Oh man.
That character gets me feeling some sort of way. It's like so lame.
Yeah, I don't know why, but Eliza gives me the weirdest boner in Tekken.
Hey man, she's a waifu for life. I mean, I feel like, you know, talking about Abigail and boners isn't really like.
Under the gun too.
Hey man, that's okay. I'm not that mean. I promise. I'm just saying.
Yo, Lily though.
It's all about that Xiaoyu.
Yo, Xiaoyu's alright too. I ain't got a front.
I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure Asuka takes the cake.
I'm pretty
Asuka's
sure.
pretty cute.
I'm pretty sure Asuka can, you know, go back to Tekken 5 where she actually had character development.
Dick.
Oh!
She's a pretty cute girl. Yeah, I just don't think she really.
I know her character development's right up in her chest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey.
She's like a tomboy. She's got short hair. She's got like nice eyes and big titties.
I think you meant nice eyes when you actually met her boobs when you said nice eyes.
Maybe I don't know, but listen. But yeah, he's got a point. You know, her story is a little bit non-existent.
It very is.
Speaking of stories, I think there was a really good one that was announced a few days ago about Marvel Infinite, and I think we should talk about that.
Ooh, what happened with Marvel Infinite? What happened this time with Marvel Infinite?
Oh no, I just mean the story of Evo. That's all.
Oh yeah.
I think that's a really good topic. So I'm gonna ask you first, because I know you don't like Marvel, MrJaybizl. I'm gonna ask you first. How do you feel about MVCI not being in? You know, what do you think about the very few Marvel players who still play? You know, do you have any sympathy for them, or do you?
I actually do, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, let's learn on your your opinion.
Marvel, like, it's Marvel, dude. You know, people love Marvel. I'm not one of them, but I understand why they do.
Right. Yeah, but legacy is very important. Evo for a few years was Marvel.
Agreed. I 100% agree with that.
But this is when gameplay trumps legacy, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what's it called? Got picked over on Infinite, and it's not even out yet.
BlazBlue Cross Tag.
Cross Tag, yeah.
Cross Tag, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, honestly, I don't think that should have happened, but
Same.
that's just my opinion.
I do agree with that. I personally feel like this is once again yet another Evo where a game that isn't actually available, or either isn't available for a lot of people, or just isn't available yet for give you much time to practice, is suddenly being thrown into main Evo stage. Because like 2 years in a row we had Tekken 7 when the game wasn't even like fully available for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But to be fair, Tekken 7's like, it's pretty close to all the other Tekkens. It's a safe bet, right? But I feel like Cross Tag is a shot in the dark. It's a super shot in the dark.
I guess, but I mean, there was a lot of stuff with Tekken 7 that was like different than 6, especially like
True.
having like the
rage
arm
drives and shit.
Yeah, rage drives, the armor moves, rage arcs, that stuff like changes the pace quite a lot.
I agree.
Yeah, it's definitely. I don't want to say like Tekken by nature is a game about patience, but you know, like the new additions in Tekken 7. And I'm trying to say this in the nicest way possible. They really force fake patience.
For what game are you playing? Tekken?
Yeah, Tekken 7. You know, there's like with armor moves and rage arts. You know, it definitely kind of ruins a natural pace, but that's not inherently a bad thing. This is good.
I'm not
Especially if they change up, you know, the way like the game can be played. They change up the way that neutral can be played, offense and defense are played. That's good. I'm just saying, like, it kind of makes the tempo a little bit awkward, but like, you know, that's just, you know, a side effect. But yeah, so Marvel Infinite, just like, because I digressed. So just Marvel Infinite. So you feel bad for the community.
Yeah, I mean.
And Cross Tag's not even out yet, and all that stuff.
Yeah, like they're gonna be like, yeah, there's no like fucking Marvel, dude. Like it just doesn't feel right to me. You know what I mean? There's always Marvel on a main game at fucking ever since it was out. Like, if I'm not mistaken. Like
I think every year they had some sort of Marvel at some point.
Yeah.
Like before they had Marvel 2, and now they don't even have it at all.
Yeah.
Like I get that Capcom's kind of given up on it, but that doesn't mean everybody else should.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I feel like
I don't know about
people
that.
deserve, you know what
I don't know about that. I mean, if the developers themselves have shown,
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, you get what you deserve. Like they gave up on it. Why should it be anybody?
well, like obviously, you know, numbers matter the most. And Marvel Infinite does get decent numbers at tournaments, but you know, in comparison to Street Fighter, it's still lacking. And I understand even with 3 and 4, like with Marvel 3 compared to Street Fighter 4, that was still the case. To be honest, a lot more people like Marvel 3 than Infinite right now. Infinite's getting a lot of bad rep. Capcom's giving up on it. Lots of really big issues surrounding that game. And of course, there's 2 other team games this year, right? So that's a pretty big deal.
Like I feel like Marvel Infinite was kind of thrown in this like area where like it had to prove itself really, really hard because of like the game itself was already doing not so hot around E3 time, but then E3 rolls around, Dragonball FighterZ gets announced, and it like looks like way better in every sort of way almost. In terms of like a presentation and fan service, things like that, everyone's like, oh my god, this looks like the way better game. Mechanics wise, honestly, Marvel Infinite in my opinion is better, but people don't care about that kind of thing. They look at Marvel Infinite and see, this game looks whack, the graphics look terrible, the character roster is super weak, it's missing a lot of fan favorites, or it's playing it way too safe the Marvel side and the Capcom side by reusing half the cast. The voice acting is awful.
To be fair though, I love BlazBlue, but not much as the next guy. But like, don't you think that Cross Tag suffers from some of the same things?
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. I'll open my own can on that game in a moment. But with like Marvel Infinite, all these like issues were surrounding it, and then like Capcom and Marvel themselves just decided not to actually really do much about it. Like they fixed like 1 or 2 faces somewhat, but it still looked bad. They, in terms of like post-launch content, they kind of just threw out the characters. Like they threw them on, which you could tell that they were all clearly designed like before the game was done. Like they were ready to go, and they just decided to hold them off for a little bit to then sell them onto you. You know what I mean?
Do you think there's going to be a Marvel Infinite Ultimate?
No, hell no.
No, I think that game's done for good.
Yeah, I think it is too. It's end of a era I didn't care much for, but I understood why.
Infinite's monkey's paw, dude.
Rip.
The thing that was so stupid about it is that like they threw this game out in this really like not so good state. They didn't do much really to help with it, but they're gonna look back and be like, when people say, you know, we want another Capcom versus game, or we want another Marvel, or yeah, I mean, or that, they're just gonna throw the numbers at us like, oh, well, people didn't buy this one, so we're not gonna do it. Like they're gonna throw this in our face like, oh, you guys didn't care, or some crap like that. I'm like, no, why don't you guys take responsibility for that as well? Like, you guys clearly seen in the face the adversary that was in front of you, which was Dragonball FighterZ. Because as much as I like to have unity amongst communities, everyone else and their mom made it Marvel versus freaking Dragon Ball. Not that it was everywhere, and everyone's holding Dragon Ball up as this big savior to the fighting game community. And me from day one was like, this game looks great, but let's be real, it might not be too amazing. So it might not be like the most balanced game out there because it's a freaking Dragon Ball game, and they never are unless they're called Super Dragon Ball Z. But nobody played that outside Japan.
Oh my god, I didn't think that. Jesus Christ.
And hey, it's a team game. Those are usually
shot from the hip too.
Balance, to be honest.
Shot from the hip.
So that was like the straight up like Western like quick draw. You don't even see it. You did.
Draw.
But yeah, I will say, you know, like I don't want to be like hating on other games for the sake of hating on other games. I do think Marvel Infinite's fun, and some of the mechanics are okay. I have a big issue with some of them, namely active switch, but that's not the topic.
Yeah.
I'm a little. I'm not even like sad. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
It's
I'm like.
You go first.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to say because, like, growing up, I was very fortunate to have an arcade close by me, and one of the first fighting games I played, other than like Tekken 3, was Street Fighter Alpha and Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And if it wasn't for that, I probably would have not been like hyped for Marvel 3, and ultimately every game after that, and every fighting game after that. Right, so it's a big deal, and you know, honestly, Marvel deserves it. Like I said, I honestly hope, because I saw, like, I wasn't very happy with Infinite, and honestly, I thought to myself, I hope the game flops. Capcom needs to be held responsible.
Yeah.
Capcom needs to see that. That's it. Like, if you release a bare bones game and hope that people are gonna play it because of the title, or if you put out a tournament or two, which they don't even do that anymore. They gave up on that part so quickly.
They did that. They got away with it with Street Fighter 5, if you ask me.
Right, they did that. They got away with it. 5, definitely. You know, but they hey man, you can only like repeat that situation so many times. Like, yeah, they know it's gonna work out with Marvel Infinite, but the issue is, like said before, to be honest, look at it as a case of, oh, we messed up. It's probably a case of, oh, well, people just don't like Marvel vs. anymore. People just prefer Street Fighter now. That's, you know, I'm afraid they might look at it that way, since, you know, the Japanese mindset is a little bit different to the Western mindset.
I agree. Yeah.
I really hope that's not the case, but it might be. So that's a little unfortunate. And of course, FighterZ, not the best game, but it's a very, very fun game and a very good game, to be honest. It's not flawless. There are some flaws. That there's work put into it. That there's effort put into it. That it's launched as a full game. It launched as a full game that tried to be a good game. There are some flaws, don't get me wrong, but you can tell that this game tried. This game put in effort. And you know what? The end result was pretty good, to be honest. Is it a good end result? You could see the effort that was put in, the detail, the work ethic.
There's some love put in the game, I can see it.
Right? And it's not just a case of, oh, there's love put into it, but it's not very good. But no, it is. There's some issues, don't get me wrong, but it's pretty solid for what it is. And, you know, Cross Tag is looking interesting at the moment. There are some good things, there are some bad things, but again, after looking at Dragon Ball and after looking at Persona 4 Arena, I think we can trust Arxis' track record of how to handle games, and I think it will end up being okay. I think it will end up being fine. With that being said, where we have a game that's not even out yet. And I really don't know how to feel about that, because usually, like, the gameplay you're gonna see is absolutely awful. It's not very good.
I agree.
Right? Like,
it's so garbo.
No. Like, when a game...
not like the gameplay, I mean by the players that were playing.
Yeah, like, when a game comes out, like, a month before EVO, and then, like, you expect the players to be good. It's asking a lot. It's asking a lot.
Evo's in August, so they have enough time.
They have enough time, yeah, but like, what if like they had a year? What if they had a year? You know, it'd be a lot.
If it was a year, then definitely we would see some killers.
So like, let's say, so Dragon Ball meta is probably going to change within a few months, and stuff is going to be figured out and whatever, right? But let's say Dragon Ball came out when Cross Tag was going to come out, and EVO, like, and it's announced for EVO, okay?
Yeah.
I guarantee you're going to see the same things where everybody plays Goku and Vegeta as their third character, like second or third character. And, you know, I'm afraid of Cross Tag having something like that because it's released so close to the EVO date. And people, it's not going to be high quality gameplay. You know, obviously, I would have expected Central Fiction, but I understand why it's not in the game, not in the lineup. Sorry.
I don't.
They want the new game. They want the new team game. Then, like, I don't know if it's a middle finger.
Central Fiction should have been there, dude.
I don't know if it's a middle finger to Marvel because if you do remember, there was that corporate CAPCOM video where they implied that MVCI was going to be in EVO. without like their permission. So I don't know if it's like a method of them, giving them the middle finger, or just Arxis is like trying to reach out. Yeah, maybe it's that, or maybe Arxis is trying to reach out to like to the Western audience, like because they keep saying, we're trying to reach out with this game and Dragon Ball, stuff like that. Or if it's not that, then like maybe they just wanted the brand new game that came out instead of Marvel Infinite, because like there's a lot of drama concerning that game,
Oh my god.
It's a statement though. It's a big statement.
It is. It is. Like, they're taking a lot of risks with Cross Tag, but I could see it might come through. They'll come through real good.
I mean, maybe the way they see it is that, BlazBlue, Persona, and Under Night players will all sign in, and it's going to end up being, like, maybe 700 as opposed to, like, 400 or 300 or whatever it would have been. I'm guessing maybe they're looking at it that way.
Yeah.
And ultimately, 700 ends up being more than Marvel Infinite, to be quite honest with you. Like,
I think it will sell well.
I think it'll sell okay, but
like not like well in the point where they're estimated, but if the Ruby fans jump on this quickly,
yeah,
it will sell. It'll sell that 700 real quick. Definitely.
Well, yeah, we will see. We will see what happens. I mean, Evo is
true in the sales numbers. We'll see in the sales numbers too as well. Let's see what happens.
I'm hoping it sells 700,000, like just under a million.
No, I mean like 700 participants for Evo.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, that will probably won't be, because I have a feeling it might not. It'll get overshadowed by Dragon Ball. Let's be real.
I mean, probably, yeah. I just, probably. You're right, but I do feel like there's a little bit of cross-reference between like BlazBlue, Guilty Gear, Dragon Ball, but there are people who like specifically play their specific games.
Mm-hmm.
The only way to get Undernet characters at Evo main stage, am I right?
Oh my god,
I'm sorry, but it's true.
Only four characters.
That was a good air fight. Only way you will play hide on the main stage is if you actually make it through the brackets.
Yep. That's if hide's actually even like good in that game, because it's gonna be like about a month or so of its lifespan. You know for a fact like some people are gonna try and find out the most like gimmicky whack thing possible, just because it's like it's too soon to fully develop like a way against that. You know what I mean?
I don't want to say gimmicky, but I want to say something like the Vegeta Goku thing, where it's the easiest way to win.
Yeah.
Because it's really early on. It's the one that's
Remember, don't forget about Cell, because Cell's, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, like Cell, and Goku Black is like it's the easiest. Oh well, Cell's just a good character in general.
Cell's perfection. What are you saying? He's perfected.
Some assists might have some potential, but it's the easiest ones to figure out is Goku and Vegeta. Obviously, they're really good. It's really apparent from the start, and they will forever continue to be good and probably be a cut above the rest. But people haven't really gotten to see all the grimy shit with the other assists potentially.
Mr. Biscuit's been showing a lot of Ginyu. Oh my god, he's a problem. He's a problem. Him and Piccolo are a problem.
Yeah, Piccolo Ball is nice. I like Piccolo Ball.
Yeah, I was still Piccolo and like, I would say Piccolo, Hit, and Ginyu will be a problem.
I can believe Hit, because he's a pretty fucking monkey character in my opinion.
I play Hit, so
Hit can definitely carry like players who aren't too good.
He's interesting to say the least.
And that text Sonic Fox showed on Twitter was pretty disgusting. Holy, so disgusting.
Yeah, that too.
Oh my god.
But who knows?
How though? So crazy. Oh.
But who knows how the game will shape up by the time Evo comes out? Because like
there'll be a patch before Evo, definitely.
There could be
maybe not. Yeah, maybe.
I don't think so. Why would they patch it before Evo?
Yeah,
No, like
I think-
before
oh, yeah, I
even
think
before it even
maybe
hit
after
summer, there'll
Evo.
be a patch. Like let's think.
I don't know. Honestly, I think it's gonna be after Evo.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Like we could see some changes because of just like maybe some bug fixes because like
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like some things that should
Yeah,
not
yeah,
be
like,
implemented. You know,
Oh, yeah,
the
that's- yeah, I
Chaozu one.
understand
The
that.
Chaozu one.
not to mention,
Chaozu.
that's what I meant by like not like character patch. Are you crazy?
Oh,
Oh, that's what I thought you meant.
well, yeah, of course they'll do that.
Like, if they do a character patch before Evo, you know how many people will just drop the game?
Yeah, they'll be a little angry, I think. Yeah.
yeah.
Like revert the patch now. We want to play on the other.
Oh, it's like that one time Marvel Infinite got a patch like right before Capcom Cup.
Yo,
Yeah.
that was, but they reverted it to the.
Yeah. Hey man,
So
quote,
weird.
fuck this game anyways, unquote, John D.
Yeah.
Drop mic, walk off.
Yeah, what a guy, huh?
Who said that?
John D.
John D. He's the guy who said Left Behind, if you remember that.
No.
Oh my goodness,
Oh.
okay, so, he's,
Like,
oh yeah, and he says some really interesting things on his Twitter, like, if anybody who disliked Street Fighter, or anybody who gave, honest criticism of the game, he labeled them under the blanket term, quote, haters will be left behind.
Oh, I do
Yeah,
know that guy.
I remember that. I remember that.
Ah, yeah, what a guy. Really, really smart guy.
And before he changed it from his bio, he used to say he used to call himself one of the people who single-handedly revived Marvel during the time during the time when Marvel
Yeah,
Infinite was
more
leaving.
like, more like the guy who killed it for good this time.
Yo,
Yeah.
he literally did. He just, I don't know what he's doing. Oh my god. Like even on the Marvel topic, like it's like just to bring that up just one more time. But
Yeah.
like from when it was announced and stuff, like I got my cousins into fighting games because of Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Mhm.
And my cousins love that game. They love every other game now, and they look forward to watching Evo now. They watched Evo last year, and now they want to watch it again, and they're gonna predict who wins, whatever. They're gonna trash talk each other, but they predicted that Marvel will die. That announcement, and I said no. It will last a bit, but
At
not
least
die
a year,
down.
right? Like cross
Yeah,
with
yeah.
all the
And they
negative
went, and
assessments
right as they
after
said
the
it
year.
died, I was like, because there's when we saw Cross Tag, we saw Dragonball FighterZ, right? E3,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
then we were just like, I'm just like, the signs are there. Like Marvel is technically dead,
Mhm.
and I said in my head, Marvel's dead. And I was like, nope, I'm gonna have a
It's
little hope.
unfortunate.
I'm gonna have a little hope,
I think Marvel players deserve better.
right?
They did.
So when I watched that, I saw the Marvel hat disappear. I'm like, it's over. It's no Marvel.
Yeah.
I was like in my head. I'm like, I was disappointed. I'm like, you guys didn't give it an actual decent chance, and I'm just like, okay, Dragon Ball's gonna take over Marvel's torch, I guess.
Yeah.
But to be fair, like what Bram says, I agree, because I remember going to an arcade that was at Scarborough Town Center, which is where I am.
Mhm.
That had an arcade there, and I used to play Marvel 2 and run streets on people, like with Blackheart, Venom, Catch My Cyclops.
Oh, yeah, Cyclops is dope. Yeah, Scott Summers.
Yo, it was people were throwing fits. There were mini tournaments there. I saved all my lunch money just to go to those tournaments. It was like the funnest times of my life. And I could understand why they want to push the other games that people were more hype about. But I don't know why Smash has 2 games.
Hey man, the money matters. The,
The money
views,
matters,
the views, they're there.
Like at
So
least
much
give
people play both of them,
at
though?
least give Wii U a shot. Like at least give Wii U a shot, you know, because Hungry Box is playing Wii U now, the Wii U version of Smash
Like-
now.
I don't know, man. I
So-
think both of those games got a lot of players.
The thing
But,
is,
like-
like, hear me
like-
out. So, like, Smash 4, like you said, it's still new, it's still relevant and everything. But the thing with Melee is Melee alone brought in more people than like King of Fighters and Marvel combined.
Yes, which is a good
That's a
thing.
big deal.
Which is
That's
a,
a big deal.
good numbers, and that's what they want again this year.
Again, like,
Which I understand it by it, because
and it's clear that for Marvel, you know, legacy isn't everything. Because if it was,
that's what I was gonna get to too.
Alright, sorry to tell, but yeah, it's like I'm just saying, there's a reason for it. Like you don't have to be a fan, but like you gotta understand there's a reason why they do it.
Yeah, you're taking the words out of my mouth, actually. You read my mind. But at the same time, with another thing I want to add on to is that Marvel now, it needs to rest. Right now, it just needs to recuperate, revamp its whole entire self. Actually, get somebody that actually wants to make Marvel games, like a good director.
Yeah.
And like
1v1
and just straight up just make a Marvel 2 like list roster or something next time around.
You know,
the next
and make it
3 years.
You know what I think what they should do.
Wow.
If it were up to me, if I had the ability to like make a choice for Capcom for this type of thing, I would honestly say, forget the Marvel side. Like, enough with this Marvel stuff, because we noticed how, because like Markman and everyone else, they said that, you know, it wasn't Capcom's fault, whatever, to blame. What they said, he said it wasn't Capcom to blame. I'm like, all right then, the game.
Now who was it? Then who really was?
Who is it? It has to be.
But he's
Like, who launched the game with like bare bones? Who launched the game that had a broken beta?
I love
Street Fighter 5.
No, but I'm saying. I'm trying to like look into this as a more different way, like, because they're saying that some of the choices they had to make for like how the character roster and things like that, it was because of choices that like Disney/Marvel had to like force for them. This same kind of thing it also happened with Marvel 3, where Disney/Marvel wouldn't allow them to make, you know, another balance patch. Because they really wanted to. They wanted to, you know, to nerf Virgil and Doom and things like that. They wanted to bring Lele to make her not shit and things like that. They wanted to, but the license was starting to end, and you couldn't renew it, so they couldn't do anything. That's why they got delisted for like 5 years. But anyways, my opinion, what they should do is not do another Marvel vs. Capcom. They should take the skeleton, or like take a lot of the design concepts that was in Infinite, because obviously everybody says from here to the moon, the gameplay was great, the gameplay is good, the gameplay is good. Okay then, take what was good about Marvel Infinite's gameplay, make a brand new like versus fighter game, but it's not, you know, a crossover of different companies. It's just Capcom. Like a
Capcom like all-star fighting thing that you did before.
Yeah, just, you know,
or a rival school.
No, I don't think,
like some of the issues make it all Capcom. They could do it.
Like,
just give me a Power Stone maybe with the Marvel Infinite stuff, the gameplay stuff. That would be great.
Let's not have a game that's gonna fail even worse than Marvel Infinite here.
Come on.
Let's be
hyped for that.
I would be hyped for a Power Stone 3 as well.
Let's be real.
Let's be real here. We can have Power Stone characters, yes, but it has to be an all-around.
Yeah, and that's what I meant. Like, not Power Stone in like itself, like another Power Stone, but just like have like every other character from Capcom in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Like, get some.
Yeah.
Like get some.
Just. That's what Maximilian wants too.
Yeah,
so
like,
I hope they actually listen to like some people who have like, you know, like an idea what they were were trying to do with Infinite.
Yeah. Like, get, you know, Street Fighter characters, get Darkstalkers characters, get Rockman characters, get some Power Stone, get Rival
Rockman
Schools.
characters, base. You'll see my base.
Bring in base. Base EXE. You gotta have base or 14 EXE.
Proto. We need to get that Proto Man.
Yeah, get classic Proto Man. That's the classic character rep or role. Yeah. Like
lots of options you can
like
put in.
TVC role. You can get Zero because he's always in there.
Throw in Samanosuke, yo.
But yeah, Samanosuke and
Lots of good options. Capcom has a wonderful array of games that they
do.
It will not like literally, like, you know,
like they could have a 60 character roster just off Capcom characters alone, and it would be fine.
Probably 100 if you think about it a little bit more.
Well, yeah.
Well, I mean, 100's kind of hard to balance, buddy.
No, I don't mind. I don't care. Let the game be broken. I would play it.
Broken to an extent.
I'll play it. I'll play it. Don't care.
Nah, I'd play it too, but I mean, like, I want some.
Yo, just give me a 100 character DLC. I'm good.
Nah, I'm good. Nah, we don't need that. We don't need that DLC crap. But we don't need another cross tag battle.
Cross tag fiasco.
We don't need another cross tag.
Dumpster fire fiasco right there.
Freaking tire fire game right there, in my opinion. But yeah, we could have like a Capcom fighter with all those type of characters, and I feel like that would do really well because it hits on like different parts of what people like. Like the thing about like even in Marvel Infinite, I looked at like why the hell is Spencer back? Reason why I questioned Spencer's return when he came in Infinite was because they used the frickin' reboot Spencer again, not his classic look, which is what people actually like. So you could bring his actual look, the real Spencer. You could bring in Arthur and Redeemer, but not make them look like goofballs. You could have Harp Note from Shooting Star Rockman because she was really high up there, just below Mega Man X when people had like votes for characters they wanted to be in Marvel's Capcom. She was right up there, which actually surprises me because like I'm sitting here going like, man, fucking no one cared about Star Force or Shooting Star except for me. And then like, oh, lo and behold, like half of the world was saying, yo, we want Harp Note. And I'm like, holy shit, people have taste. So like that would be a good character choice.
Just that, like you can just take the old characters and the old systems that you had, refine them a little bit. Like the Marvel Infinite system isn't necessarily bad. Like of course there's a lot of glitches that came out, but fix all those. Fix all those.
Fix it all up. I would personally say you would take out the active tag thing and make it more a proper tag system. But
yeah, make it honestly. I know that like the joke is let's make fun of cross tag, but I actually do like cross tags like assist and tag mechanics. I would like that.
The 3 assists are pretty.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, I love that.
Yo, the icing on the cake that technically sold me my favorite stage, Snowtown, is actually in the game. I'm hyped.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
hyped. Yo, I'm hyped already. I'm hyped. Just give me the dog stage too. Yeah, and you already have me at money stage.
What dog stage?
The hype dog.
Yo, give me doggo stage and I'm good.
Oh, that would make me boycott the game right there.
Yo, just give me doggo stage, Tsubaki, Kajudin, I'm good. Yo, you have me already.
But for real though, it's a pick whatever assist you want, like in the game, or
yes,
like
you get to use all 3. No, you get to use all 3 during the match. From my understanding, that's it. Oh
yeah, and they refill each time.
Oh, so they're doing
like, there's like a burst mechanic, and
so it's more like
it's really cool. I like it, honestly.
So you're saying I guess the assists are more like Denki Bunko, where I guess certain motions will make a different assist come out.
Yeah.
And like Skullgirls, because remember you can do the custom map.
Skullgirls too. Yep, it's supposed to be like Skullgirls. I think that's or Dengeki. Yeah, like it's supposed to be.
It's both technically. They just had a baby and then.
But yeah, something like that. Or if they're gonna keep active switch, just tone it down. It's way too bonkers.
Make it use a meter.
What if you can just do combos with the active switch? That's what they think. That's what they want you to do.
Well, I mean, that's what they wanted to do with it, and like it's good enough, but it really messes up a lot of situations. Like, here's the thing: I think maybe have like like a Dengeki,
a cooldown.
Skullgirls. Yeah, just have like a Skullgirl style assist and whatnot, and have active switch, sure, but tone it down.
Yeah, just have a cooldown. That's all it is. Make sure the cooldown's not that fast.
Here's what I would do with active switching. What I'd do, I would have proper regular ass like tags, like in the game, like raw tags.
Yeah,
they'd have their the risks involved and things like that.
The startup and everything. Yeah.
But active switch would be in the game, but it costs 1 meter to do it like how it is.
That would be good. I'd be down for that.
And obviously you'd also have whatever it's called, the counter switch, when you can like tag in. When you get hurt.
I like that mechanic a lot, actually.
Actually, fuck that. Bring back Mega Crash from TVC.
Oh no! Oh man.
Why would you say no? You have actual bursts.
Well, I mean,
you mean the double burst from CS?
No. Mega Crash.
Actually, Actually, the double burst would be a perfect idea.
Mega Crash is like literally just kind of like burst. It's like literally a burst.
Yeah, Mega Crash was basically a burst. It costed 2 bars, and it took a little bit of your health. So you took a little bit of damage, but it was a proper burst, like a real, like guilty.
I'd be fine with either or of them. I don't care. Just like having a burst would be nice, I guess. Or like have a burst, but like have your alpha counter bring in your opponent, your teammate.
So is the gameplay of Cross Tag final? Like,
I don't know. Every time I take a look at the streams, there's always a bunch of changes, so it doesn't look final to me.
Next week, this week actually, since it's a Sunday.
Yeah, on the 15th, I think.
All DLC characters will be revealed, apparently.
Oh wow. We'll see if I even. We will see if I'll actually care about this game, because if I don't have my Haiku Mom or my Captain Falcon Ninja, I'm not playing the game.
Dude, I'm just like like literally. I looked at the list. I'm just like, who would really be a part of this? Like, who?
Look, man, I really do want to say
like a lot of people have their wish list. But I'm just hoping for Kajun to be at least a BlazBlue.
No way, dude. No, there's too many.
She is playable. Let's be real. She can be.
No, hear me out. I'm not saying she can't be, but there's too many important characters.
I will fight you.
Hear me out. There's still a lot of important characters that aren't in the game yet.
Yeah.
I think you put them over her, buddy. Just being honest. I know she's the waifu, but yeah.
Just put her in the game at least, because there's the thing. You can just have characters that people don't know, and there you go.
Really, huh?
100%. They're not gonna. He didn't have enough time in the limelight, dude.
Who?
Yeah.
Jubei.
Jubei would make it in the game though. That's a possibility.
I don't think it's a possibility at all. I think it's a 100%.
Because like he just came out, they want to use him again, maybe something like that.
Yeah.
No. That's like a possibility of them actually just throwing him in there, because a lot of people don't understand who Jubei really is. So it'd be a good time to put him in a new game, which I'll agree 100% with.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. I'd like to have Ragnar and Jubei.
The over bang, please. Just have bang.
Oh!
Shots fired.
So you're saying that you want to be deleted.
Oh, so you're bringing some wrestling memes. I see.
No, I'm going to erase this pointless world and move on to the next.
I don't hate bang. I just like, you don't need loud screaming characters.
Well, we already
that's like half the cast. I thought that's like half the actual cast already.
Bang makes up the whole cast. Okay.
No, I mean like half the cast is already like loud screaming characters.
Rachel isn't.
Like,
hey man, the main characters of each game, well, other than Narukami,
Mage Pro, like Ragnar is the most screamo. Be real.
And like Hyde streams a lot too. Ruby streams a lot too. It's just Narukami who's like really quiet.
Yeah, that's what I meant. There are quiet characters. Can you just have quiet characters? Because June is a quiet character.
Most of them are loud, man. Let's be real.
What's his face?
Not loud. Akihiko's not loud.
Like
He's calm, cool, and collected.
Like once I see that DLC list, though, once I see it, I'm gonna wake up at 6 a.m. because I do like whatever, like.
Yeah, me too. That's what I did, honestly. Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. I'm actually gonna wake up and watch it. I'm just gonna be like saying, like I know for a fact that 16 or that last character on the other side, what people were like hindering, it had like a weird pose that not many BlazBlue characters have.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be honest here. That one pose that was holding up like something, that's not Izanami, because Izanami's not holding it. Doesn't even look like a skull. It's not even a skull.
I think it's either Mai or Izuyoi, not Izanami.
No, Izuyoi. Izuyoi's on the other. Is on the left side. As I see Izuyoi.
No. It's just like people were looking at the the silhouette.
I see Izuyoi on the left side. On the right, on the far back, I have to 1% think that's Kaju.
No way, man! I'm telling you.
Like, think about it. She did have importance.
Barely.
Think about it, but she wasn't in the CF story properly. We could say that. We could say that 100%. She didn't really have relevance in that.
There's too many other characters that are important.
There are too many characters, and we want people want Kazama, and whatever his name is up in that BS. Oh, no, hell no. Like, get that out of here.
What? I'm confused.
Okay, so people want, like, some people want Kazama in it. Some people want, like, other characters, Mei Fang. I'm just here, just hoping Kajun at least, or Shiori be playable at least.
I don't think.
Like, at least, come on.
We're not getting.
She has a character designer ready.
I don't
like,
think.
hello.
Here's the thing. I don't think we're gonna be getting any like for like the rest of the DLC cast because there's missing so many other characters. I don't think we're gonna get any more brand new characters besides the Ruby's cast.
Really don't think
I
we
agree.
will.
And they won't. If they do Ruby, it's gonna be 2 villains. So it's like, I don't know who the 2 villains will be because there's too many.
They're not gonna. No, the thing about it is that I think the rest of the cast is gonna be returning characters from their respective brands. But I don't think there's. But I think they're all going to be characters clearly from, existing games or existing characters.
Yeah, like characters already exist. No new characters.
They're not going to make any more new, like, sprites or brand new movesets.
They don't really need to. They could just bring her thing over. Outing. Like, there you go.
I mean, they have to make a new sprite for her, and like brand new abilities. Like she doesn't like have any moveset or anything.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, they're not going to bring in someone like Kajun or any of those other characters because they're brand new sprites, brand new moves, brand new voices.
And their side characters are not important.
Yes, I will fight you on the side of the street.
Sorry, bud, I'm just being honest with you.
But
Side characters. He was the one that actually helped my Hello. So technically, she is a side
who the hell is my? That's the thing. Like,
you can say who the hell is Mai? I was about to slap you too.
Who the hell is Mai? I mean, I like Mai in Fatal Fury. I don't like Mai in freaking BlazBlue.
What's BlazBlue's my story anyway? She's a guy who got animated into a girl, and like that's about it, really.
But she did have some plot development in like Viable Heart.
Yeah, who the hell
actually? That was just the snafu stuff.
But who the hell actually read that?
Hey man,
look,
it's
people actually read it in Japan apparently.
Pretty sure 8-Bit or Bram.
Why is Mai in the apparently Mai is like in the top 6 of like the fan vote apparently.
Cause she has good
apparently I'm heard Kajun was actually
not Kajun,
like,
not Kajun, buddy. Sorry.
No, like I heard I heard Kajun was actually in like the top 32. And I'm just like, yeah, I can understand why she might not be playing.
I'm trying to get it.
But I like I just wish that she was like she would have cool chemical combos and stuff.
That'd be dope. Like, they're throwing chemicals around like poison and all that other stuff. Like how Bang has his darts and whatnot.
I think that's too complex for Cross Tag Battle.
Yeah, man.
That's what I'm saying to myself. But I'm like,
it's really hard to import 3 different systems into the game. Like, have you seen the drives that were added? Most of them are really basic drives, like Makoto's, S, Jin, Rag. Like Hazuma and Rachel are the most complicated ones they added, and even then, those got gimped.
Those got gimped.
Well, it's true, because like
they can't even do his dash with his like stance anymore. Like, that's a hilarious thing. They just literally like cut off his arm and legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, get on.
It's so funny actually.
He deserves that. Fuck him.
Oh my god.
But like as I was trying to say before, like, I don't think characters like that could happen. I think the only official, like, brand new characters in terms of, like, sprites will be the Ruby characters.
Yeah, Blake and Yang. Yeah.
Blake and Yang, and then Ruby and Weiss.
They probably haven't done the DLC, like, the actual DLC characters yet.
What about the fucking villain from that show?
I don't think he's gonna be in there yet, to be honest. I really don't think so.
I don't think they're gonna do any sort of villain characters. Hell, the thing about I noticed with Ruby right now.
I thought they said one villain's gonna be.
Well, yeah, that's what they said.
Technically, there's 2 slots of Ruby left besides Yang and Blake. So they could add 2. Yeah, they could add 2 villains.
Maybe. I don't know.
There's too many. That's what I was saying before in the topic. There's too many Ruby villains.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what would be interesting?
Like,
if none of the DLC characters were BlazBlue characters.
What if they were just not BlazBlue characters? What if they were just all Anil?
Come on. But no, that would actually that'd be interesting if none of the DLC characters were placed when they were all.
That would be so funny. That would be funny. That would be funny.
Probably.
I would laugh so hard if it's not all BlazBlue.
No, it's not gonna be all BlazBlue. It's gonna be.
That
like
would be funny if it was never BlazBlue in general.
Okay, the only way I'll play the game is if they if they're not gonna give me any BlazBlue characters, like no, if they don't give me Hakumen, then I will settle for a Katsuki. That's the only way.
Oh, but he's not even an Undernight character, man. He's a Blitzcamp character.
I mean, S is not even a BlazBlue character. She's a freaking X.
Oh, that's not
what
the
do you
same
think I'm saying
thing.
now?
That's not the same thing.
No, man. Your has a point.
but S.
Yo, Mori needs to get slapped in the face. Like, hello.
Hear me out. What I'm trying to say is that X-Blaze and BlazBlue belong to the same company. Sorry.
Okay.
Company, yeah.
Blitzcamp and Undernight don't. Well, I'm just trying to say it might be like there might be some legal logistics behind it. That's all I'm trying to say.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to main Kara in this game. I want to freaking play Yang Bang. Bang.
Hey, maybe Big should be there. We'll have to find out. Okay, maybe this month we'll find out.
I want to play Team Bang Yang. It's the best.
Yeah.
Team Bang Yang. Oh god.
I want to play.
Yeah, you see.
I just thought of the joke.
You see the galactic brain things that I got with this.
Yo,
like, it works.
Brain.
It works if it's they're both like hot-blooded characters. They both have like power up, fire power, crazy.
Yeah,
souls.
Yang's pretty hot.
Yeah. Oh. I would make her get. I'd make her quite warm, but you know that's not
interesting.
Thinking emoji, biggest stick.
Your eyes.
Biggest stick to the sun.
Go on.
Okay.
But yeah, so you know, I make, and then you know, Yang makes puns, so there you go. My team is a pun.
Look, man, get on my level. Make your team get announced on the first day, okay?
Yo, I do have Azrael and Ragnar, so I'll be fine.
Ragnar and Ruby, buddy.
Wow.
Ragnar, Azrael, I'm good.
Well, I mean, if they put Jubei in, then I'm gonna have to reconsider. But yeah.
Dude, okay, at least. Okay, here's the thing.
I don't.
Like at least there are a few important BlazBlue characters that should be in the DLC though. Like, to be serious and on the real check here.
Well, who would you add?
Like, okay, Jubei definitely.
Okay.
Like he has importance. He trained Ragnar. Let's be honest. He's a 6th hero.
The only thing that would be kind of hard about him is like implementing the install. Besides that, it's pretty easy. So.
Then here's the thing. He's a Renaissance Blaze thing.
Oh, you could do that. You could make it his overdrive, or hear me out, make him a permanent install.
Yo, yes,
oh my
God, that would be sick.
Okay, then tone down his damage. Tone down his damage.
Yo, I would ever since Bram like told me about that certain stuff that you could do with Jubei, oh my God, my brain went to big brain mode. I flipped bricks, dude. I was like, yo, this is hype. I don't know why he's so underused. I don't know why people think he's bad, but he just has good option tools. Like, what? Like, what? But at the same time, yes, Jubei. Definitely Tsubaki or Izuyoi, one or the other. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me because then I have Blake and Tsubaki on my main actual team. Team Justice Booty.
Well, you picked the two least interesting girls. Wow.
Hey. That's interesting girls. Boy, at least Tsubaki actually develops character and not actually doesn't look like a crying bitch, aka Noelle, screaming at the damn altar for like.
So like they're both pretty cute, but like they're both like the least interesting girl out of their franchise. Well, not Tsubaki. I think there's worse than her, but I'm just being honest, man. Blake's
worse than Tsubaki.
I don't know. There's some girls
worse than Tsubaki. Let's actually think about big fake.
Okay, everybody has to give an answer. Everybody has to give an answer. Who is worse than Tsubaki?
My answer is no one.
No,
I think
Lychee.
I think Lychee.
She has a lot of plot.
Fan service. Too much fan service for me.
She's a real.
I do like Big Blue,
dumbass.
but that's just fan service is beyond me.
I
I'd say 9 because 9 is a thought. Okay, dude.
Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this super controversial opinion?
1000%.
Here's the controversial opinion. I think Makoto's worst girl.
I can agree to some extent. I can agree to
with
some extent.
I don't disagree with that.
Look, I can get down with that, but like the thing is, like, okay, she's like really boring, but Lychee is like an actual dumbass.
Yeah.
Yo, we can agree with
Like,
Lychee. Lychee
And,
was
like, I think
beyond
being,
Baka.
I think being a dumbass is like worse than being uninteresting.
Damn, you
She
hate-
was
hate
brain
that much?
dead level 1000. That's how bad it was.
Well, it's not that I dislike her. It's just like she is like in the story. She is like the most like she's like the stupidest character in the game. And then you look at her gameplay and it's like, yeah, I really don't like you. At least like Makoto, I can put up with her gameplay.
That's agreeable with 9. Like,
Yeah,
oh
I can-
god, yo, can 9 never be in the game, please? When I first
She's
got her
well, she's not
9
gonna be in
in
Cross-Tag, though.
TF,
She's,
I'm just like, in online, I was like, please delete this character, Mori, please.
honestly, though, she's not gonna be in Cross Tag. Like her gimmick is
If
too
9
complicated.
does, dude, I'm just like not playing the game. I literally will never pre-order if 9
No,
does.
I'm being for real. Like, cause like the thing is, she's not necessarily the hardest character ever. But like the thing is, her gimmick, like the stocks, I think it's too complicated to fit into Cross Tag.
Stocks. Ha, ha.
Well, she has like little stock things, you know what I mean? Like the magic spells. That's a little too complicated for the game, I feel.
Yeah.
Cause like the way the buttons work, it's a little weird. So.
They have Hazuma in the game though, dude. He's pretty fucking complicated.
That's not what I mean. What I mean is like.
I get what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
You know how 9 spells work, right? Like how her
Yeah,
drive
like
works.
fucking 2 fires in a water.
Yeah, and what I mean is like because of the way the game's buttons are designed, you know, I don't think that's all I'm trying to get at.
I see.
Because like the game has like a really different button design than BlazBlue.
Yeah. I get you.
I didn't know that.
The
Don't know, now you know.
now you know.
Okay, I'm back.
15th, for real? They're gonna announce all the characters, or
That's what's pretty much what's going on, I believe. Because let's think about this. Because
You
if they
better not
announce
be
them
wrong.
now, it would actually save them a lot of time.
I mean you're right, but look, you better not be wrong, okay? Because that's
Yeah. Even if I'm wrong, I can understand that they'll probably do half of it,
actually, we'll see.
or probably like 2 packs. Like who knows? Like at this point, who knows what they'll do? Because
Abe, you know,
all the people were,
forget-
people were saying were like all DLC characters, and I'm like, all DLC characters, big thing. If they do all the DLC characters, that will save their butts, but at the same time, give a pricing on it.
Right. I think they've finally gotten all the details down, but I don't know.
But I just want to know from price point properly from the NA side, so that way,
Oh yeah.
like us Canadians don't get cut.
We're getting cucked. Don't even like.
Yeah, we're
Too late.
no matter what.
I already
What?
jinxed it.
We're getting destroyed. The price
Yeah.
We're gonna get royally
Oh.
cucked so bad. It's gonna be like $100 DLC.
I think as much as I love BlazBlue, I think it's enough cross tag talk, and I did say we should go back and talk about Dragon Ball at
Yeah,
some
yeah,
point.
sure.
It's, brand
Oh,
new
definitely. Let's actually talk
game. And
about it.
now I want to ask. So, what do you like and dislike so far about the game? And, I guess we could start off with Saito.
I want to give you one moment. Just gonna fix it. The overlay.
Buddy. Yeah, because like I know that you've played the game more than JayBizl, so that's why like I wanted to ask you first.
Okay.
Hey, I'm being honest, okay?
No, you're right. You're right.
You're right on that one.
Well, I feel like right now, at the current state of what the game is right now, because like I feel like there's a lot of little things that like it's doing right. But there's a lot of things that are like really weird. Much Street Fighter 5 did back. I said this about Street Fighter 5, where it's like weirdly amateur mistakes that you think to yourselves like, shouldn't these have been fixed beforehand, like right off the bat before it got to its state right now. Like online lobbies don't work, basically.
That's pretty messed up.
The actual like way how the main menu is, I think, is really bad.
I really dislike that.
I really don't like this whole, like, I understand why they did it, but at the same time, I don't like how it works. Especially since like you can't just straight up just have a proper main menu. You still have to do this walk around the little wall, go to this thing, do that. And I'm like, come on, like you kind of just have a.
Yeah, but you can press L too.
Yeah, but I mean, even then, it's like it just looks so dumb.
It's so silly though. It's so silly. It's like, why not just give me a? I understand why it's done. Like if online lobbies were like that, like Guilty Gear or BlazBlue, I can put up with that. But the main menu being like that, that's so silly, man. Yeah. Just like. Just give me a main menu. Like, I appreciate the effort put in, but I really think it's like a little, you know, nobody asked for this.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to get at.
That menu, oh my god.
Like, when I look at games like Super Dragon Ball Z, which had, like, in my opinion, the best looking Dragon Ball game menu from all of them, in my opinion. It looks like a manga panel, and each one is like their motion, they look nice and everything. That looked great. But, you know, we get Chibi walking around things and it looks weird.
Walking Simulator 2K18.
Well, yeah. I don't mind the Chibis necessarily, but I just, man, why do we gotta walk everywhere? It's so silly. I like the Chibis, to be honest. I'm okay with those. I just wish like they were kept to online strictly, like every other ArcSys fighter ever made.
Yeah.
I don't know why they decided to be so ambitious now. Nobody asked for this.
Yeah.
Jensen would be proud of you saying that.
Yeah.
I never asked for this.
Oh my god. The pros and cons for me. The pros, like, I enjoy the gameplay, like, to an extent, but there's some cons with it, and it can be very, very usable because there is a GNU bug that you can use.
Oh yeah.
It is very, very annoying to see that on ranked play. And like even ring matches, it was just so bad. But besides that, netcode is there, but people, please get hardwired, please.
Yeah, that you're preaching to the choir on that one.
Save my soul, please.
Buddy, you're talking to yourself there, for real.
Like
I have them wired. To be honest, I have my own internet, my own IP.
Like, I play wired as well. I always played wired, but I know a lot of people don't.
Yeah, but as Sato said, like there is the issues with the lobby system and like all the like ring matches not being, apparently from what I've heard from a certain person, I was like, it's RNG seed. So if you have an RNG seed, and if you have your lobby working and everyone else does not, and they can't join you, you don't have the RNG seed. Apparently you have to restart the game 8 times or whatever to actually try to get matches. And when you do get the matches, you get disconnected completely.
Nice. Man, that's
That's
bad.
that's a huge bug that they never talked about. That needs to be polished before, like, you know what I mean? Like before like anything. Like that needs to be fixed. That needs to be addressed. That and the glitch that is very, very creepy. Like like the same thing with the Chaozu one. That needs to be fixed too. Oh my god. That's nightmare fuel. That gave me nightmare fuel.
I'm sure they'll get to it though. Like that's stuff they're gonna get to. Sure.
Oh, that feels like it'll take an eternity for them to get to it.
Oh goodness. Well, I mean, online they'll probably get to. Really, I don't know. I'm sure they'll get to it. There's no way they won't. It's like really.
Oh my god! If I hope they do, because I really do. But besides that, I like the game. I like the game. It's good. It's fun. But just those gripes I have.
The other main big gripe I have with the game is story mode was honestly not good.
Grind fest. 2018.
It drags on for like I haven't even done the third like scenario thing, the Android one, because like it's such a drag. It's not fun. The fights are like they're the game itself, its own pacing is a little bit long for fights. Even if you know what you're doing or you know a really good combo, high damage thing, the matches still take way too long. So doing that again and again and again against these like brain dead freaking CPU opponents for barely any experience, and even when you try to do like the least possible amount of fights, like the pathway to get to them, it's still like a long time. And then whenever there's always like I know I said both the first two scenarios, the game will be like, oh, this is before the final fight, and it will give you this really long big map with like 7-8 unavoidable fights, and it's like, oh, come on.
I said that same thing. I was like, I just threw my hands in the air and just super shrugged. I'm like, I don't.
Like, I don't even care. Like, I already have the characters that are unlocked from doing it. I just want to get this done. I don't even care. Like, the story itself is pretty alright, but I mean, there's not much to see when like most of it you forget like half the details of what's going on in the storyline because you're just fighting these droneless freaking opponents the whole time.
But there are fan service like cutscenes though that actually make me.
Yeah, I like that stuff. Whenever I see it, I like that. But it happens so rarely because you're most of the time just fighting freaking drones the whole time.
Yep. Drone Simulator 2018, the game, no god. Yo, game awards right there. Here you go. There's your next nomination list.
Another thing though about the game that is really concerning to me is we're nearly a month in, and they haven't said a single thing about who's actually coming in terms of DLC characters. Remember when they were like revealing new characters for like the base roster, like left and right, every like a few weeks or so we started hearing new stuff.
Yeah.
And now we're like, they're pushing this big Fighters Pass or the Fighters Edition for the Season Pass, and I'm like, who the hell are we gonna be getting, guys? People are dating.
I'd say they're pushing Cross Tag first before they announce anything.
That's really bad for them because that's.
Well, I mean, isn't all the business stuff on Namco's side of things?
But ArcSys handles the game itself.
Right, I get that, but I'm sure they've had time to at least. Like,
I hope so.
Two characters.
I hope
no
so. I just want Broly in there, please.
Yeah,
so I can hear Kakarot every 5 minutes when I press a button.
I want Bardock. I hope he's actually good.
Yo, Bardock. Yo, Super Saiyan Bardock. Yo.
Personally, I'd rather him be normal, but have him turn Super Saiyan for his level 3.
Yes, please, please.
Because like, as much as I like the idea of Super Saiyan Bardock, and I wish that they had like figurines of him, because like, it was just weird because like that's clearly why he was made in the first place.
I think I know what a good dramatic finish they could do with him and Frieza. Oh my god.
Yeah, he could have that.
Oh my god, that'd be dope.
Yeah.
That'd be a
to
dope
find
finish.
that thing at the very end. Yeah.
Yes, that'd be a cool finish. Oh yeah, so they're gonna take a while because like they got to do the dramatic finishes for certain characters that specifically are in the game.
That's another thing about
for
it.
the DLC.
That's another thing about it. There's not enough dramatic finishes, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They probably might be adding more. Who knows what they will do at this point? Because they could do anything at this point for dramatic finishes.
If you could add any, what are some specific ones you'd want to see?
Me, the race between Goku and Krillin, because that was funny. That one should have been they need to make Roshi's house a stage and have that as a dramatic finish.
Well, what about you?
Please, please, Bandai and ArcSys. That would be the most funniest thing to watch. Oh my god! But I could see. Well, what else dramatic finishes? There would be a good one for Nappa, but I don't think we have the Nappa one with Vegeta in there.
Yeah.
We don't even have that one. That one is pretty iconic too.
Hell, if the rumors are true that we're getting normal Goku and normal Vegeta, then they can have the Gallic versus Kaioken Kamehameha right there as dramatic.
Yeah, they have that one too. How could this be?
Yeah.
Or they could have the yes. If they could do that, they could do the it's over 9,000 opening. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes.
That would be nice.
Yes.
I wouldn't mind that.
Yes. Oh, that would
For
be
the fact
awesome.
that it's wrong, that it's over 8,000.
Yo, they
Yo, yes.
Yo,
Say it,
the thing also
preach
about
to the
it,
choirs.
they could even as a dramatic finish, they could have the Goku Kaioken when he knocks out Nappa as a dramatic finish.
Yes, please. That would be dope. That'd be dope.
Now, about Goku, about base form Goku, I don't know about you, but I would like him to have Rekkas.
Yes,
Yeah.
and just have KO Cannon as an install.
Yeah, something like that, maybe. But yeah,
I could see,
what's up?
I could see Goku like for sure. I could see him having that like. I don't think I've seen it before, or it's in a lot of Dragon Ball games. Whenever he has a base Goku form, there's a move he does where he puts his arms, crosses them, then pushes himself away. It's like a sort of. What's the best way to freaking describe it? Yeah, he crosses his arms, but then he like kind of like goes off, like they push his arms away from himself, and usually kind of pushes enemies away from him.
Oh, like that?
The best example I can think of is like in TFS, there was the part where he says Goku time, and he pushes the Birder and Jace away.
Oh, that would be cool. That would be a cool.
It seems like every game that has a base Goku always has that special move, so I feel like that's gonna be in there for sure.
Oh, that's gonna be funny. Oh man, if they didn't put all the Ginyu Force in, they're gonna put like Raccoon in there and just have the dramatic fish for Raccoon.
Yeah.
Where he just screams some weird like rambling stuff and he just gets punched. Man.
What else is there? I could see. What's it called? I'm surprised there's no like Goku Black dramatic finishes at all.
Yeah, like.
Yeah,
I'm surprised that there's not even a Trunk. That should have been a Trunks one.
There's one.
There's
for Frieza.
Frieza.
There's for Frieza, but not the Goku Black one. I guess they're saving that for the Zamasu.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they're like the Birds of Monster thing is real, yeah, maybe.
If it's real, yeah, if it's real, I hope that would be cool. That'd be a cool finish. That'd be dope. That'd be a dope. Or that'd be a dope animation. Actually, for a game. They could have did they could have done the intro, a dramatic intro of like where he actually sees Goku Black, and Goku Black could just be like, with his dialogue. Oh, that would have been a cool opening, but they didn't do it. Hey, see how many things they did not actually thought of, and they could have added. They could have had it in.
That's another
There's
thing.
only like what?
They should just patch it in. They should just patch like certain dramatic fishes
You only
in.
put so much in the game, dude.
I'd want it. I don't
Okay.
mind. I'm down. Put as much fan service in there, like throw everything in there in the kitchen sink. I don't mind.
Like,
They already have me with the season pass and whatnot. Just do it. Do it. Don't let your memes be memes. Bandai Namco and Arxis.
what makes it so weird is that like they showed these special intros and these dramatic finishes in a sort of way of like, look at what these games have, this extra detail we added. But then you look and see there's not that many of them, and then makes it feel like, okay, what was the point? Why'd you do this then? Like, you compare it to, like, say, JoJo All-Star Battle on PS3, and that game had something very similar, but it was like, the stuff happened mid-match, or after the match is over, or before the match is... like, there was so much attention to detail in that game, but it wasn't just, like, a few little things. It was, like, everything across the board. It makes me kind of, like, confused that that the same kind of thing didn't happen with this game.
It wouldn't be dramatic if everybody got it.
Oh!
Jokes aside, though. I kind of do wish we had more. But,
Shots fired.
I'm sure the DLC will hopefully bring some more.
Or they just patch in like certain ones that people were requesting like a lot of as well, like, and then add more in the DLC afterward.
But yeah, about the game, I'm having a lot of fun with it. I think there's a lot of like good choices. It's very Dragon Ball, you know, it's very Dragon Ball to say the least. I enjoy how the game Transitions from, you know, assistless to assist, like when it comes to neutral and pressure and defense, like a lot of things change on whether or not you have your assist with you, and like that makes, you know, your team building very important. Except you only have one assist per character.
Big
It's a bit of an issue, yeah. Especially when like you've gotten the big part down, which is make the system work well. Like, okay, you got it to work, but like you got the little cogs messing up now. I really feel like it's more like, and I understand why this was done. Like, you know, obviously, nobody would want to play a like. Imagine if Gohan had a better assist, so you could literally just put him third and like just stock up meter for him forever. You know, that'd be like really not fun, and that's why he was like, you know, pretty strong at point or like maybe mid and the DHC to whatever.
For those who were on the stream or watching, I put up a screenshot of the Super Dragon Ball Z main menu, so those who can see what I'm talking about, how much nicer that game's menu looked like.
It does look good.
Yeah.
I missed that game.
But yeah, not just that. It's also like something else I want to talk about, which is so let's say, I mean, of course, when you have an assist like Vegeta or Kid Buu, a lot of times like those are the ones that are going to be picked no matter what, and I understand that.
Kid Buu, 2H the God.
But I think like just having more than one would be nicer. It might. I understand why they didn't do it, but it might be helpful.
Speaking of Dragon Ball, we should talk about Super and how you know that's getting and the road.
We'll definitely get there. I just want to finish this real quick, and we will get there because Super is one heck of a story. All right.
Oh my God! Where do we?
The soundtrack, like, you know, it's a Dragon Ball game. Like, is there a Dragon Ball? Okay, you know more than me, but is there a Dragon Ball game with a bad soundtrack? Like, I don't think they exist. I really don't think they exist.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Like,
unless somebody's really, really, really high.
I don't know. I mean, a lot of those Dragon Ball.
High, you fucking love that shit more.
I don't know. A lot of Dragon Ball games that came out from Atari, that were like on the Game Boy Advance and stuff, had pretty bad soundtracks.
Okay, fair enough. Alright, I mean, that's an Olympic level stretch right there, but no, you're right. No, but he's right. I asked if there were Dragon Ball games with bad soundtracks, and he gave me an answer. It's true.
Dragon Ball Evolution on PSP was pretty bad.
Okay, yes.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, this man is like, okay, that's some like level Olympic stretching, but okay, you know what I mean. Most of them have okay.
You got a gold medal, and you ran away with it, basically.
And this one's no different. I really do enjoy the soundtrack. I love the visuals. I haven't really bothered to touch the story. I heard it's mediocre. I've played online against a friend of mine in a ring match, and somehow that worked pretty well. But I have not played ranked, so I don't know what ranked looks like. But I hear that, you know, it's there's a few rage quitters here and there, and that's not very fun.
And there's no penalty at all.
There really isn't. That's just very disheartening.
We're in current year 2018, and we have yet another fighting game with no penalty for rage quitting.
They're copying Street Fighter 5 at this point.
Yeah.
What else is there? Besides, I honestly don't mind the character choices. I know there's a few ones that are like, really, like you had Nappa instead of like somebody else you could have had, something. I understand that. But for the most part, I do like some of the choices. They're pretty solid. You know, there's a few ones that, you know, could have made it in, but DLC is the way of the future.
Yeah.
And future. Man, as long as like they make a good game, you know, like Namco's make DLC, but as long as they make a good game, you know, I can definitely put up with it.
Yeah.
That's what matters most for me, I feel.
Agreed.
Mechanics. I'm not a big fan of. I know, like everybody, like the meme is like super dash, etc. I'm fine with that. It's a little obnoxious, but it's not necessarily a big deal, to be honest. I will say, after Marvel Infinite put a burst in, going back to a team game without a burst felt a little awkward for me.
Yeah.
But I can put up with that. I'm okay with the defensive mechanics. At first, I was a little turned off, but I'm like, you know what? Once you figure out how to use Reflect really well, it's actually pretty strong.
You can reflect supers, which is...
Yeah, you can reflect a lot of things. Grabs are really interesting in this game. So they're 19 frame startup, so they're not incredibly fast, but they have a lot of range, and apparently, I could be wrong here, but apparently only a 4 frame window to tech.
Yep.
So it seems like grabs could be strong once people figure the game out more, and but of course, against people who just press buttons, you're gonna have to stagger a lot. Stagger because there isn't a lot of plus on block moves solo, like Yamcha and 16 are some of the standouts. For the most part, you're gonna have to stagger a lot, like Persona 4 Arena or something. But it's just something. It's a little awkward. I understand why. It's like so you depend on your assists, or like you vanish or whatever. So some things are okay. Some things could be altered, I feel. It's a pretty okay game though. I am enjoying it more than I thought I would, but I really do wish we know who the DLC characters were. That's really like sour. Like the fact we still don't know them. It's like, come on, really? But yeah, I've heard a lot of issues about online and story mode, and the main menu is so lame. Come on.
I do feel.
I like the theme though. The theme was actually.
Me too. I like the. Like I said, I like the music. It's cool.
Yeah, I like the theme, but you could just kept that as an online feature, but not put it all. Like, you see what I mean?
Yeah,
I think this is that they literally didn't say it would be always online, didn't they not?
I'm not sure.
They didn't even say it was going to be always online, so technically, kind of is always online.
Sort of. Yeah.
In a hybrid state.
Sort of. Yeah. There's also something else. I do like the sub and the dub. I think both of them are pretty solid. And speaking of subs and dubs, apparently Cross Tag is gonna have a full-fledged dub for everybody in the cast. That's what I heard.
Yeah, they literally just said that out of the blue, and I guess someone's gonna get fired for saying that on the stream.
But yeah, I wouldn't mind. I thought it was gonna be just Ruby characters, but you know what? I wouldn't mind that. It gets people stop complaining. That's nice. Good on them.
But the thing I want to know about that dub is it like if you want to change, say put in Japanese voices, is it across the board or is it per brand or something like that?
It's probably gonna be across the board.
God damn it! Because me personally, I want Persona in English and I want Ruby in English, but I don't want.
Yeah, I feel it.
Cause
they might actually do that because they could probably do what they did with Street Fighter V, how you could switch each character individually.
But no other game's been doing that, man.
Yeah, that's the weird thing. No other game has been doing that except for
they
CAPCOM
could just
fighters.
do in this one. Like, it would be fair, wouldn't it? Because look at the list. Look at the roster. It would be. It would actually serve a purpose.
I feel like does the Capcom have like a patent on that, or like?
Honestly, yeah.
That would be funny. That would be funny if they did have the patent. Oh my god, I would.
Because they're the only company that does that.
Oh my god, I would laugh if they did do this. I would be like, oh my god.
You have to remember.
I like Japanese Dante because he sounds funny in the Ultimate Marvel. Just Capcom 3.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's so funny to listen to.
Who is?
Yeah. Japanese Dante, Ultimate Marvel. Capcom 3.
Jackpot 2.
I like Japanese Spencer the best.
Yo,
he's actually pretty good. I like Japanese Spencer. Yeah.
He sounds like Snake.
Yeah.
Like Japanese Snake.
Snake. Oh no.
I forget who else was a good Japanese voice in that game. I also played English.
All the Mega Man characters sound way better in Japanese.
Yeah, I mean, Zero, I think he sounds fine in English, to be honest. But my biggest issue is Johnny Young Bosch uses the same voice for literally everybody he plays.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding, like, I can agree with that. Oh my god.
He can do whatever he wants.
Like, the only exception was Adachi and Narukami, because, like, he was talking to himself, so he had to sound a little bit different. And it's like, come on, man. That's pretty cool though. Yeah, Zero, they did sound nice in Japanese.
Oh my
Granted, to
god.
be fair with Zero, I have more like nostalgia with that Zero voice than, you know, Johnny on Bash Zero.
Yeah, fair enough.
But to be fair, what I do like though about Johnny on Bosch's performance for Zero was that he sounded very similar to Lucas Gilbertson's Zero voice from X8 and Command Mission and stuff. Because like when he first got announced, people actually thought it was Lucas coming back, and then you know they showed their credits and said no, it's actually Johnny on Bosch. But everybody thought Lucas came back. And when they thought Lucas came back, they thought they were going to bring back Mark Gaffa for X as well. And then that didn't happen.
Yeah. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Oh my god.
Excuse me.
Oh man. But
Something I will enjoy from Cross Tag being like a crossover of series is that each one of them has really good soundtracks.
Yeah, true.
That's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be awesome. Honestly, I hope they don't like ignore some songs. I hope they put like as many songs as like they possibly can.
I mean, we already have some examples where they're using the version 1 version of BlazBlue characters.
Yeah.
Like they're not using the number 2 versions, they're using version 1, which is great.
Like that. Yeah, I hope. Like there are some issues about the game, but honestly, I think it'll turn out okay. Yeah, there are some good things about it, and I want to be hopeful. Arxis has a good track record. I think they could continue it for the time being. I could be wrong, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. So Dragonball Super.
yeah, I was gonna actually look second.
Oh, there we go. Back at it. Dragonball Super. Oh, no.
My god. I saw the video, like, apparently with the person saying generic story, generic antagonist.
Yeah.
Oh man. That actually made me laugh pretty hard out of my head. This is so true, because when they literally hyped up, like, the Universe 11 and how things were and how things are gonna be for this, like, the tournament. I just said, okay, this is gonna be cool. I had like a thought of like how what's gonna happen, how they're gonna do power-ups, and that got thrown out the window, because that's like, I'm gonna be dead serious. Ultra Instinct Goku was hype. It was literally hype for me. I actually just went, like, I literally sour pleased on my bed when I saw Ultra Instinct Goku. I literally sour pleased so hard, I was like, I fell off my bed. I had to pause it to actually look at it. Beautiful artwork, but there were some flaws in this tournament. We cannot like look away from those. There is some developments that they could have put in at the like midway point, like second act. They could just put some stuff in there to, like, you know, backstories while they're fighting and all these other stuff, and not save it for the third arc that's happening right now, that's ending in like next month. It doesn't make sense. It would have been perfect for the second arc. It would have died it down a little bit to like a 5, and then bring it back to 11 on the third arc.
There's just a lot of character development and like character stories that were kind of shoved in at the very last second.
That's what I was saying. Like, they could have just done it for the second arc. Like, simmer it down a bit, but don't have filler. Simmer it down, don't have filler. That's all it is. Simmer it down, don't have filler. Just have pure action, but have background stories here and there.
An example that happened today is with Jiren, is basically like we got to figure out his background like today, like maybe 2 months into the characters, like I don't know, however many months it's been since we figured out who this guy is, and he's supposed to be the toughest dude, like the toughest SOB out there, and like he just doesn't talk. The
Stone Cold of the Dragonball universe.
And like he doesn't talk ever. He just like awkwardly stares at you. and now we're supposed to finally figure out his story. It only took like this long for them to try to get you interested in who he is, and then the backstory is actually really bad.
It is so bad. Oh my god.
Basically, like, alright, so imagine Superman, but like done even worse.
No, Superman, but Dragon Ball Evolution plot device. There you go.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, there was the evil dude. He could have beat the evil dude, and like they messed up his town. No.
He went out for revenge, and his master died. I'm just saying, no in my head, no, and then using his other friends as personal gain, and not having trust, and I'm just like, this is the worst plot device.
And I mean, I know this is Dragon Ball, but this is even bad for Dragon Ball.
Like, this is like as plot twists go or plot device go, this was the worst of the worst. This was almost dumpster fire worse. But I can understand why they gave 17 an actual episode to himself. But
yeah, they've been pushing him pretty hard.
They didn't have to do with the story though.
They've been pushing him pretty hard.
Like 17 is dope though. I'll give him that. 17's a dope.
I like 17. I don't mind that. It's good that they've been trying to push him.
Like each character had their own development episode, which is cool though in the art.
Like he was 17 was the MVP of the freaking tournament.
Honestly,
play of the game.
Pretty cool time. I'm glad they did all that stuff. Oh, he's been like making like all the right reads, all the right plays, and like he's always there. He always has something important to do or something important to say. He doesn't look like he's a he's a buffoon. Like no offense, but like yeah, like a lot of the characters like
Riberan, delete Riberan.
Like Tien got like the short end of the stick, for example. To be quite honest, that's just my opinion. But yeah, you know.
But the fights though, I could like the fights, like there were some that were great.
Yeah, there were some good fights.
There's some that were not great.
Yeah.
That were not needed.
Yeah, I don't mind. Like I like getting some of the new characters, but I really feel like some of them were like just. Like, okay, here's the thing. So, like, Caulifla, we get, you know, stuff about her. She's fine. She's cool and all that. Yeah. Kale is, like, what? Like, Broly, but, like, even more quiet and weird. well, he's not quiet. He's very loud. She's, like, really quiet, though. And, like, really awkward. And then she gets really loud. It's like, wait a second. It's like you're the same exact character. You're really loud, too, now. And, like, I don't get it. What's your... Yeah, and like Kaba, like he's there and like he talks to Vegeta and like you know he gets real with him and then he just like kind of doesn't matter. It's like wait a second.
He just gets dumpster tossed out.
Yeah.
He had like a 5 minute like fame with Vegeta. He's like the feel when a fan comes up to you for an autograph, but you just throw him to the wayside.
Yeah,
that's what happened to him. Basically, he's like, like Frieza's like, nah, you're too much competition. Like, get out of here. But it's like, there's so many things they did right. There's so many things that they did wrong here and there,
but that applies to like all of Super, to be honest.
Yeah, like Super, yeah, I'll agree. There are some things it's like a hit and miss. There's things that are hit and there's things that are missed. I guess there were things that they wanted people to be interested in, but not many people were caring. That's the thing that that's the thing that they were trying. They're trying to take another like foot in the water. They're trying to swim a bit to see if people will get interested in certain plot devices.
Maybe, yeah.
But it really didn't happen. I'll be 100. It never happened. Besides hit, other than the hit stuff, I enjoyed that. The hit stuff was cool. I like hit.
Hit's fine. I like
hit. Goku Black arc was.
I mean, Future Trunks and like the Future Trunks arcs and all, and like the stuff was okay. It was alright, I think.
Yeah, it was a miss for me. That was a miss.
I think it dropped though. I think it started off pretty okay, but like it dropped pretty badly. Like
yeah, it did. That's what I was gonna say. Like it It just went to like it was like a roller coaster that you never wanted to be on. It like never exists. You just want to delete that roller coaster that stuck so bad. Oh yeah.
The thing I noticed about with like first I'll touch on the Goku Black arc and then I'll go to Jiren. I'll talk something about him too. But with the Goku Black thing, I felt that Goku Black himself was a pretty like, despite the idea of him being like so stupid, they did a good job with him. But but Zamasu, he was a really shit villain in my opinion.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's really edgy.
Really edgy, really stupid. Then when
we need more edge, but not that much.
then when they merged, it like ruined it because like now it was just straight Zamasu, but really powerful. But he wasn't actually really that powerful. It was just kind of dumb. But like Goku Black himself was actually like a fun villain. He stole the show whenever he was on screen.
I'll agree. Goku Black himself as like a character was cool. It was really cool, but just the arc. Ugh.
But then when it comes to Jiren, I'm sitting there and I'm like, from day one when they keep showing how like strong he is like that, I'm like, this is really stupid because like we don't have a clear explanation on why he's so powerful, and yet he just keeps like bullshitting his way through everything. Like, you do these big moves, oh, he just stares at it and it goes away. He's strong. He's stronger than time itself, and he can break through time.
For real, that made me say like, this is some BS.
Like this character is super BS, super overpowered for no reason, and like
personally, I think Jiren looks whack in his character.
Yeah,
Jiren is Jiren like Bram said it best.
Like a Ben 10 alien, like that.
No, he Hey Arnold looking ass right there. Hey Arnold looking ass, bug-eyed, BK, but ugly Martian.
Like he looks like a character that shouldn't be that strong, and yet he's so strong. And then like he himself was like, his story was terrible. We still don't have a real solid reason on why he's so like overpowered for no reason whatsoever. It's like it's just not it's just boring. And on top of that, me personally, I don't know. When Dragon Ball Super started, and I've been saying this from the beginning until now, Dragon Ball, like, I'm kind of like tired of like actual Dragon Ball fights. I actually have way more fun with the series when it's doing like character interactions, fillers, and comedy stuff than the actual fight arcs. Because I feel like Dragon Ball fights as a whole, they've run their course. They're not like interesting anymore.
They've been figured out.
And like even then, like
I've been saying that.
And like even like right now, these past few like episodes lately, I'm sitting there and I'm like, I can only watch the same exact, you know, rapid punch clash thing, Goku going
would you go
I can only see that
Dragon Ball for 10 fucking years.
Like I can only see that for so many times that it's not interesting anymore. They clash for a little bit, a beam comes out, nothing happens. The
thing about Super is like it takes place like in between, like after the Boo saga and before Oob. It's like I want to see what happened to these characters. Like they all grew up. Like I want to see what happened to them, not just. Like, obviously I like seeing fights, but like I want to see what happened to them. They all grew up. I want to see like how they're growing up, what they're doing.
Like Goten and like Kid Trunks. I want to see what they're doing.
I understand. Like it's Dragon Ball. You've got like a fucking quota to fill. How many fights you have per season? But come on, man.
It's so boring. To me, it's so boring.
It's like some main event boxing match you don't want to see. It's like that McGregor and Mayweather fight that everyone paid $100 to see. God damn those.
I watched it for free. Some guy was.
No, I went to I saw it at a Boston Pizza. Let's just say that.
I watched some guy like streamed it on Periscope and it was in like HD quality.
Dude, I just walked. This was me. I walked into me and my girlfriend were just walking into a Boston Pizza to eat. We literally just saw that and we just sat there and just watched the whole thing and went home. Like we got an Uber. We just literally saw it and just saw that happening. We just sat with everybody else and just ordered wings. And somebody actually paid our wings and we didn't know who paid our wings. We just bounced. Wow. It was so weird. It was the weirdest time ever.
I wish people would pay for my wings.
Yo, for real.
Same, yeah.
I wish that happens to me though. But like again, but you know, and like the thing is, like Jiren as a character, he's like, as somebody said to me, like in a Discord when we were just chatting about like Dragon Ball and other stuff, like in like Uchi Gang's Discord, basically, yeah, like he like everyone's telling me he's basically a fan character no one wanted.
Yeah. He's like, you know, he reminds me of.
He's a legit fan character that should never be in a Dragon Ball. He's basically somebody's written fantasy. Like,
Yeah.
no, like somebody literally somebody drew it and gave it to the creator. Like fan arted. Bet it's a fan art. Bet Jiren was a fan art character.
Like,
and then they just made an arc with everyone else.
The thing about what I know of Jiren is that, like, you remember that kid in recess class when you guys would or recess time and you'd play those like role play like fight things like.
His character had to be the strongest, no matter.
And then that one kid would have that character who would just like always have the right power for every sort of thing, like
Fucking Cartman.
like the Cartman thing. Yeah, that Cartman thing was exactly like that. It was like, okay, like I do this move, no, but I do this move that stops this thing. Okay, I do a thing that does something, you know, that should make, like, theoretically should counter that. No, but I'm wearing this type of armor that gives me the power. And I'm like, it's so dumb. They call
I have every power in this one one spell. I can kill everybody here. Okay, we're done. Recess is over.
Back in the day when there was like when people did like role playing on forums and stuff, people called that the God mod character.
Mod, yeah.
And no one liked that character. No one liked that person. And basically, it would actually kill role plays on like a forum immediately when people started having that type of character.
Yeah, somebody will literally just troll and just have that and just leave afterwards, and then everyone gets back to normal.
Yeah, but this is like.
Then another person comes back and does it again.
But this is a legitimate Dragon Ball anime. It's different.
With a fan character that no one wanted.
Oh god.
Like we can only
let that literally sink in. It's like, so bad.
Like, we can only see the thing of Goku does the punch and it doesn't hurt him. Then he does a thing and now the punch hurts him. We can only see that so many times before we get tired of it.
There's the thing, though.
There's a few animes that can make it interesting. I don't watch it, but I hear that One Piece, you know, is still like interesting to whoever watches it. But like,
it's been going on forever. Like what's taking this?
Like Fairy Tail, that show, it tries so hard to introduce new things or bullshit its way back to its old things. Like, yeah, my Nakama boosts, and it's like so boring.
I would say Fairy Tail has its share of ups and downs, to be honest.
Yeah, but like I just mean like it's a little disappointing when I see Dragon Ball doing the same downs.
You know, Dragon Ball. I think people actually like. I think it's a good time to roast Dragon Ball Super at this point.
Oh my god! Hey, everybody's loving fighters, right? So we gotta roast Super.
Oh, no, Super, like Super, Super, this arc needs to be roasted.
Yeah, it does.
Definitely roasted.
A little too long for its own good, honestly.
Oh my god, why extend it to March when it could have been finished on before the new year?
Yeah, honestly, it's
but
so...
I could see why they want to end it for now and go on a huge break. They probably not even come back for like 2 years.
No,
at least 2 years.
The reason why they're having a big long break is because they're gonna do another movie, like an actual movie.
Right, and hopefully get more momentum after that because the movies are pretty good.
Like once I guess it's gonna take place after the movie finishes. At this point, because it make more sense if they do it.
We have the thing about the movies though is we have no clue what the details of the movie is. We don't know what's gonna happen in that movie and what the storyline is.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they can wrap up that arc and then make another arc happen like near to, like the credits happen, and then another arc starts when we were like, oh, so this is what's gonna happen in Super. Yeah. Like that's what they might do. They might pull that at the end of the movie. That's what I'm predicting.
It could be like that, or they could get lazy and just like take an arc from Super and movieify it. You know?
Yo, that would be so whack. What if they just do the Tournament of Power? What if they just Tournament of Power?
No, please don't. Please don't.
Bram does not want. Oh, by the way. Oh, by the way, like Can we talk about movie stuff after this, like after the super stuff? Because oh my god.
I mean, sure, we've been out. Well, I just wonder how you guys are feeling. We've been on this for about 2 hours.
It's pretty late, man. Don't forget, little like you live in the same country. Okay, look at the time. It's pretty late.
What time is it, Kappa?
I mean, right now we've been on this for 2 hours.
We can just like summarize what's going on. So like May for movies, rip wallets. That's all I can really say. Because oh my god, and plus Toryuken at the same time. Oh my god, I might as well watch a movie during Toryuken.
Honestly, why not? But in that sense, yeah, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, it's been a pretty solid like bunch of days or weeks or how long it's ever been since the last podcast we had. We've had a lot of things happen. Some of them good, some of them not so good.
I personally can't wait for Toryuken. It's just that I hope I can actually go. That's my problem.
Man, Toryuken's gonna be a fun time.
Though I will say, I'm still pretty cheesed about like some of the game choices though.
Yeah, me too.
Like what? Like
I'll agree with this one definitely.
Like MK9 shouldn't have been in the.
Yo, I got a mean Cyber Sub-Zero, so y'all can actually get hype about that. I got a few mean characters. You can get hype about that.
I got a nice. I used to play Cyber Sub-Zero and Kitana, but at the same time.
Yo.
It's just,
we should just run matches.
But the game is just it ran its course a long time ago, and from what I remember, in terms of a meta sense, it wasn't in a very good place when it ended.
So something tells me the reason why they put that there is because it's a hint to Mortal Kombat 11.
Oh no way! No. I think they just put it in just for.
It has to be. It has to be.
No.
Remember, Injustice 2 is technically finished now. So
yeah, but why would Toryuken be the place to talk about it? I think it's just Toryuken.
That would be so stupid, though, if they just throw a trailer for that at Toryuken.
They wouldn't.
I'm telling you, no,
that would be so stupid. That would be the dumbest mistake of their lives. The dumbest.
Like, if TOs want to run a game, they'll run that game. You know, it doesn't.
Run it back. Run it back.
Run it back.
Like BlazBlue became a side event. Well, it's still, at least it's still there. Unlike Evo, but I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll play some BlazBlue.
Like me personally, I don't mind Sailor Moon Super S being there because it's actually a legit ass game. I do mind.
It is actually legit, yo combo.
Yo, see my Jupiter.
Yo, Mars, come at me.
I see my Jupiter, bro. I want these motherfuckers to start playing it so I can actually practice it.
But, I go to my locals, they play it every time. Like go there, I see like a long line.
Like I because of like happened last year, like I like really regret entering KOF last time because I'm like sitting there like, why the hell did I enter this game when like nobody plays it in my area? Even I try as hard as I might to get them to play it and nobody wanted to, and I'm like, you guys will play something completely whack like Street Fighter 5 back in that time.
Street Fighter 5.
They'll play Street Fighter 5 when it was really bad, but they won't enter it though, which is kind of funny. And then like. What's it called? Freaking. What do we got to do it? You're freaking. You're just not talking.
Right here, bud.
He can't even speak apparently. Yes, he has a bot.
Might be a mic issue from his end.
Yeah, I mean, if he disconnects and goes back in, it should work, baby.
Yeah.
But like Street Fighter 5, people are playing that for some reason. Even while saying like, you guys want a ground-based 2D fighter that gives you that Street Fighter type feeling, but isn't Street Fighter 5, play KOF, and then nobody wanted to play it. Now I'm like, and then they'll bitch about these other games like Street Fighter 5. And I'm like, okay, then they're gonna complain so much, play a good game, and then they don't want to do it. Oh, it's too much work to play this game.
Well, now say that with SNK Heroines. Now let's
Yo, but that game has gigantic titties, man. Come on, it's gonna be fine.
Like I myself. Yeah, I myself want to get freaking SNK Heroines, but at the same time,
I'm buying it. That's already. I'm already about to do that call.
Like I want to get it, but at the same time, I don't want to get. I want to get it because it looks like it's gonna be a fun game, but I don't want to get it because I have the feeling fucking no one's gonna play it. That's my problem.
I'm just gonna play it for the fun, cause I just want to play it like I want to play for the lulz, really.
Like I want to play.
It's so
for,
good. It's so
wanna,
good to play.
I want to play for the lulz as well, but at the same time, it's like
if it gets competitive like day one, I'll laugh.
No,
so hard if it gets
I think that's the issue. It's gonna like.
If it gets esports like day one, I'd laugh. So.
It won't happen.
Yo, day one tournament and everyone who doesn't even.
It won't happen. It won't happen. Especially.
That's what basically happened.
I will say though, yeah, like here's the thing, like I'm enjoying my games, right? But it's very bothersome to see people say, "Oh man, I wish Street Fighter was better." I'm still play another game. Like you don't have to wish Street Fighter was better. There's a bunch of other games you can play, you know. And I understand like why they feel the way they do, but it's like if you're being so stubborn, who's losing out at the end of the day?
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, you're back again.
You're back, yay. Hello?
Alright, what's up?
There you go, you're
I don't know
back.
what the fuck happened.
Neither do I.
I think this like your love for Warframe was interfering with the Discord server.
Yeah.
Discord just says you must construct additional pylons.
You must construct additional pylons. Protoss is for losers.
Yo, so true. So true.
No, you guys are gonna die. I think I'm actually gonna. I think I'm actually gonna erase the world when this is all over.
He just presses the button and we all lose memory of what happened.
I'm already. My love is already 20, so there you go. I can do it.
Oh god. Undertale. Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh yes. Yo, Undertale fighter. There we go. That's better.
Yo, that would be cool. I'm actually hoping they do. That'd be fun.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Never gonna happen.
I would play it though, because I'll just play Sans the whole time.
I play Kara.
Sans.
I'll just play Sans the whole time. Because speaking of that, if they do that'd be something else.
No,
It won't happen.
Oh man, it won't. But there's a pipe dream. Anyways. We should wrap this up, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting pretty late. This was really fun though. I didn't even notice the time until
There.
Yeah, I just noticed the time too, because I just looked at it. I'm just looking at my phone. I'm like, oh snap.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, May is just gonna rip a lot of people's wallets. Whoever coined the Toryuken just to watch movies. Woo! Woo!
I don't mind.
Deadpool in May? What?
What?
I flipped my lid when I saw Deadpool being the end of the month. I'm just like, why God, why God?
Yeah, man.
My wallet,
Yeah,
why?
honestly,
Why?
it's gonna be nice going back to Toronto again. That'll be cool.
Yes.
There for me to eat, hopefully.
Oh my God. I found a cool. Restaurant places that Saito will stay in for a while. Like that's all I can say. I don't want to get the list out yet, but I've been doing the list, so you guys are gonna enjoy that.
Oop, dope.
I can't wait.
Yo, you're gonna be stuck at like a few Korean joints. I know that for sure.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I wouldn't mind that. Honestly, like that, and I don't know, maybe like your steak or I don't know. Just like a lot of poultry, dude. A lot of like food, like chicken and beef and all that.
I'm gonna get addicted to takoyaki again.
Yeah.
I remember my brother getting me hooked to that, dude. I just had a stomach ache eating too much. My brother's like, this is what you get for ordering this much. I'm like, but I finished it though, and he just literally just threw me $100 because I finished the whole entire like set of takoyaki that he bought. I just like, he said wait, because he bought them and they were too hot. I ate and I still ate them. And with the chicken bowls too, with the sweet and sour.
Yeah.
Dude, I was on the floor like this. Like I felt like one of those guys that like got knocked out of a boxing match that should be knocked out that badly. And just had my arms twitching out like. Anyways, yeah.
Alright. Alright, I guess we'll wrap it up for tonight. But
Yes,
so I guess we'll go around. Anybody got anything they want to plug for people?
Yeah. I am Dippykun, as you guys know. I am a guest here. I'm from the host or co-host. But hey, I thank you for bringing me up, man. It was a pleasure and fun. You guys could follow me on Twitter, which is same name, Dippykun. Social medias all around, and that's pretty much it.
Anybody else got something?
Yeah, fucking play Gundam versus Warframe and BlazBlue, bitches.
Real boy game. Play some KSN. Play some. Oh, you know.
Yeah, BlazBlue is a good game.
I ruined it.
Play BlazBlue, play Cross Tag, and play that SNK waifu game. Like, just make sure.
No, don't play that cross fucking SNK.
Play Shaq Fu.
Why not? No, why not? Why not? No.
Yes, play Shaq Fu.
No.
I'm slowly trying to see if people actually throw it. I'm like trying to see if I can get Neo Russ to throw Shaq Fu in as like a secret tournament type of thing.
No,
Fucking Shaq.
please no.
Yes.
No, please. If you're gonna get him to do anything, please get him to do Virtua Fighter or something.
No, Virtual Fighter, but
Yeah, not Shaq.
it's like mystery game. Virtual Fighter gets picked.
I'd like to
Everyone has
plug
to play
one more
one
thing.
character
actually.
only. That's the stipulation.
I'd like to plug one more thing. I want to make sure everybody out there, all Phoenix, thank you.
Ball Venus.
Yeah, putting it out there for the scrubby Gladio players on stream.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
But still, Steve by Steve, I will dodge my way like Ultra Instinct on everybody.
I mean,
I will
yeah.
get that Ultra Instinct on everybody.
What else is Ultra
Be
Instinct?
round.
Me going
Yo,
to bed.
Fox is equivalent of Ultra Instinct at this Fox. Deal.
Alright.
You
Alright,
cannot
what
dodge
was
these like
that,
him though. I wish I could. IRL.
And I guess for myself, since YouTube will be demonetizing my account in about 10 days or less, I have a Patreon. So for those who want to support the channel, you can go on to patreon.com/determinedsaito and pledge to keep me running. If not, then, well, I mean, you only have yourselves to blame for making me go homeless.
That's pretty good.
Yeah? So, alright.
Oh, no. I'm potentially dying.
Alright.
Oh, God.
So, with that being said, this is this is Determined Saito, and you all have yourselves a wonderful night. Thanks again to anyone who followed during this stream. Every single one of your contributions filled me with determination. All right, good night.
Good night.
See ya.
Nighty.